Mikey Garcia did a great job of selling this fight, and we're going to talk about why right here on Gym Boxing. So as we already know, it was the Errol Spence versus Lamont Peterson fight was the actual fight that made Mikey Garcia really take this fight serious and made him call out Errol Spence Jr. He said that after that fight, it convinced him that he can beat Errol Spence Jr. And in my opinion, he did a great job of selling this fight. So we're going to talk about it. What up, fight fans? Boxing family, this your boy Get 'em Mike. This is Gym Boxing. To all my subscribers and my day ones, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys for coming on in. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. I'm gonna be dropping content like this many videos, man. So we're gonna get it popping. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss another video, and we're gonna talk about it, man. So Mikey Garcia, like I said before, he made a lot of people believe in him. Okay, he seemed like he believed in himself. So a lot of people believed in him that he would actually be able to get in here and actually make this fight interesting, put up a fight, and possibly upset Errol Spence Jr. Okay, now we know Errol Spence Jr. came in this fight and completely outboxed Mikey Garcia. The fight wasn't even close. Okay, Errol Spence put on a boxing clinic. Mikey Garcia could barely touch Errol Spence. Okay, it was just that kind of a fight. It was a landslide, not even close. But the whole selling point to this entire fight was the notion that Mikey Garcia has this secret thing that he sees that's gonna make him beat Errol Spence Jr. Okay, something that Errol Spence does that he's gonna be able to exploit. It had a lot of people believing in him. Okay, now me personally, I know how good of a boxer Mikey Garcia is at 135 pounds. And we also seen him fight at 140. Okay, so we know he's a good boxer. Now, but the fact that he's picking Errol Spence Jr., who's arguably the most feared man in the sport of boxing, especially in his weight class, he picked him out and had everybody believing that that he can do something with Errol Spence, right? Now, I knew Errol Spence Jr. would beat him. That was always my pick. But what I will say is that I personally was how can I say? I was not ignorant to the fact that Mikey Garcia actually is a good boxer. Okay, so with that being said, whenever you have two men with gloves on, there's always some sort of a chance that the underdog could win. Okay, even if it's 0.0000001, 0.00 to the thousandth power, there's a small chance that if two guys are swinging at each other for 12 rounds, there is a chance that the underdog can win. So I was always not ignorant to that fact. I would always make sure I make that clear in every one of my videos that he's a good fighter. Okay, so we can't make it seem though it's impossible. But I would always talk about my reasons for why I believe Errol Spence is just a much better fighter and why he wins. Okay, I did a previous video talking about Errol Spence Jr. Will outbox Mikey Garcia, which that came to fruition. I did a video called How Will Mikey Garcia Handle Errol Spence's Pressure and Power, and I think in that video I dropped some gems as well. And I talked about the fact that Errol Spence Jr. is just, not only is he strong and a bigger fighter and athletic, but his activity rate and his fundamentals makes it extremely hard for fighters to hit him. You know what I'm saying? It looks like you can do something with him when you're watching, but it's not as easy as it looks on the outside. It's not. He doesn't let you hit him like that. He's hit for that division. He's too big of a fighter and too strong and athletic for you to just hit him at 147 pounds. It's just not that easy. Not to mention, Errol Spence Jr. He started boxing in a Mexican gym. Okay, he's what everyone classifies as a black fighter. Okay, y'all know my stance on the whole race thing. You know, I don't know. I don't call people black. That's not a nation. That's not a nationality. That's a color. But he trained in a Mexican gym where he added that sort of body punching and fighting on the inside type style. He formed it. He added that to his game. Derrick James helped him out with certain things. Helped him know how to use his other hand. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that Errol Spence has gained throughout his career, you know, fighting in the amateurs, you know, just having that pedigree, man. So, you know, the fact that Mikey Garcia was saying that he sees something, you know, that was a good selling point, because, you know, you had everybody scratching their heads trying to figure out what exactly is it that he sees. You know, you got YouTubers making videos. You got the media members asking the fighters, you know, asking former fighters, and the former fighters trying to, you know, get their head wrapped around what is it that Mikey sees. So in my personal opinion, it was a hell of a selling job. You know, he sold this fight. You know, he had his whole country on his back. He made his country believe in him. You know, he had a lot of coverage coming out of his gym in LA. You know, Elie Seckbach had tons and tons of videos, you know, putting out, which in my personal opinion, from an entrepreneurial standpoint, from a business-minded standpoint, it was a hell of a selling job. Okay, they said both of these fighters made a guaranteed $8 million a piece, plus the pay-per-view back-end money. Okay, who wouldn't take a beat down for 36 minutes for $10 million and set your family straight? Okay, I think Mikey Garcia knew it all along that he might get his ass whooped in this fight. He knew it. You know, it wasn't completely out of his mind. Now, he's a confident person. You know, he might believe he can beat him in his mind, you know, and that's how I always been. You know, I've always been the type of person, when I grew up, you know, us growing up in the hood, you got to grow up fighting. You can't be soft. You can't be a punk. You got to know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? And I had, me personally, I have 3 big brothers, like older brothers than me. I only have one younger sibling, and that's my sister. So I got 3 big brothers, and, you know, I always felt like I had extra protection. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if somebody mess with me, you know what I'm saying, I got big brothers, this and this and that. But it came a time when I started growing up that you can't always call on your brothers. You can't always call on somebody to fight for you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn to fight for yourself. So yeah, a lot of times growing up, I fought more times than I can count on my hands and toes. I took a lot of L's and I took a lot of wins. But there would even be certain times where my confidence in my own self and my pride and dignity as a young man, I don't care if I can't beat this guy. I'm not going to let this guy disrespect me. I'm not going to let him try me any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm about to catch this ass whooping because he's bigger than me, stronger than me in every aspect of fighting. But because he's being a douchebag and he's disrespecting me, my pride, I got to go do something. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Mikey Garcia's pride and his how can I say, his dignity as a man, he's not about to say that no fighter is gonna beat me. Like, I don't care if he's better than me in every category. I'm gonna go out there and fight to my last breath. You know what I'm saying? So in my personal opinion, Mikey Garcia deserves that respect. He deserves that much respect. Okay, not respect, not a moral win. You know, not saying that he should, you know, he gets that moral victory because he moved up and yeah, he was a win-win. No, he got his ass beat. Okay, and that's no sugarcoating. He got his ass handed to him. Errol Spence Jr. gets every bit of credit for this fight. He put on a boxing clinic. He showed the world that he's a hell of a boxer and that he is in the top pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a top pound for pound fighter. You must put him on your top 5, top 10. Okay? So let's not get that twisted. Errol Spence Jr. definitely came out here and did his thing. But I just wanted to talk about the selling points on this fight. Mikey Garcia made everybody, you know, all his Mexican fans, not all, you know, nothing's 100%, but he had a lot of people backing him. A lot of celebrities and also former boxers believe that Mikey Garcia can do it. So, you know, hey, much love, you know, peace and respect. He got everybody believing he can do it. So, you know, if you don't believe in you, who else will? So that's my thoughts on that. You know, it was a good fight. I enjoyed it. I had a great trip. Now it's time to get back to real life, get back to the grind. And, you know, for all my subscribers that subscribe to the channel, I'm thankful for you guys. Thank you guys for showing me love. To the brothers that found me at the fight and, you know, shook my hand, took a picture with me. I appreciate you. You know, much love to all of you guys, man. So if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you're not yet subscribed, you know, let's get it done, man. Y'all smash that like button. Let's try to get these likes up to about 50 if we can. And I'll be back with some more videos. This your boy Get a Mic. This gym boxing. And we're going to keep pushing, baby. Yeah. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more consistent content like this on the channel, I got a PayPal link in the description. You can donate any amount of money that you feel will help the growth of this channel. I really appreciate it. Much love to all the brothers and sisters out there that support gym boxing.